Using cruise control inside of the Honda Civic SI is a very straightforward process. The SI is a manual transmission, but it's got adaptive and normal cruise control, and you're just using the buttons along the right-hand side here. So you can toggle the system on initially this way by tapping that button, and that's going to default you to adaptive cruise control. So in order to be able to use it, you turn it on, and then you push down in order to set your speed. You could then increase, decrease, 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time, push and hold up or push and hold down to increase, decrease at larger increments. You can hit the brake to cancel your speed, you can hit the cancel button to cancel your speed, and then you push up to resume your previously set speed. That just said can't set because I'm currently parked right now with that parking brake turned on. But I mentioned 2 different types of cruise. So if you take this gap adjustment button, if you push and hold it, that's going to turn you into old school cruise control. So let's say if you set the speed at 80, the car in front of you slows down, yours is not going to brake. So you just have to be actively paying attention. If you hit the brake pedal, you then just have to push up in order to be able to resume your previously set speed. If you take that same button though, if you push and hold it, that's going to turn you into adaptive cruise control, and that's where this gap adjustment comes into play. So there are 4 unique levels with the gap adjustment. It's how close or far are you away from the vehicle that's in front of you. I'm personally okay on level 1 the majority of the time, but you might want to be on level 2, 3, or 4, just depending on your own personal comfort level. And then you've also got this little steering wheel icon, and that's going to be a lane keeping system. The lane keeping system, the way that one works, as long as the vehicle recognizes your lane markings, it keeps you perfectly balanced. So it's more like a lane centering system. If you're going around a bend without your hands on the steering wheel, it can follow that bend perfectly. It's an amazing system. Now here's the thing, if you're using the adaptive cruise control system with the manual transmission, it's doable. As you go to shift down, what the vehicle is going to do is it's going to essentially pause the cruise control system temporarily as you go to shift, and then when you shift back up, down, etc., it's going to re-engage that system. So it's actually really simple to use. So let's go ahead and boom. I'll show you how it works in person. One thing I like, as we shift down, a little rev matching there. Now, while I'm waiting here, if you want full walkthroughs on the steering buttons, the cluster, etc., you'll find those down in the description of this video. But this is actually perfect. All right, here we go. Now, one thing to note is that if there are cars in front, if there's no cars, you're coming up to a red light, you have to manually brake yourself. But let's go ahead and set the speed. It's a 50 road right now, so I'm just going to keep on pushing and holding up until I get to 50, and it's slowing me down nicely. It's taking everything into account here. I'm gonna hit the brake, and then you just push up to resume your previously set speed. But you do have to be going at least 30 kilometers an hour or 20 miles per hour in order for the system to be used. And I can accelerate if I want to. I mean, we're cruising right now, so it's really simple using the system. Turning it on this way, you then set your speed by pushing down, increase, decrease, 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time. Go up or down larger increments there by pushing and holding up or down. There's your gap adjustment. So how close or far are you from the leading vehicle? As mentioned, I'm in the manual transmission right now. So this is the SI. So as I go to shift up, shift down, etc., it temporarily pauses before turning the system right back on again. Since this is a manual though, you do have to actively be paying attention with adaptive cruise, because as it slows you down, eventually you're going to have to come down to a complete stop, which means that you technically need to be shifting down. So right now I need to be shifting down. There we go. And then if you go lower than 30, it's going to disable the adaptive cruise control system. If you've got the regular cruise, same thing, but it's really simple using this system. Back up to gear, you then push up as you hit 30 in order to resume the system again. So in a nutshell, using the system by toggling it on or off, push down to set your speed initially, increase, decrease, 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time, push and hold up or down for larger increments, cancel your speed, hit the brake to cancel, push up in order to resume your speed again, and then you'd hit the gap adjustment button if you wanted to change between either the different gaps, so the 4 options, or push and hold it to go between either adaptive or traditional cruise control. But if you want full walkthroughs on the steering wheel buttons, the cluster, or the infotainment system, you'll find those down in the description of this video. But that's how you use the cruise control system inside of the Honda Civic SI.